Welcome to the show, y'all. You guys are known this podcast formerly as the Brown Couch. As you can see, we transitioned into a full-blown studio, but I have an awesome opportunity right here to actually sit here with what so happened to be my godfather, but even more importantly, a man of the community, huge heart, a man who serves the Lord in and out, has all his life. He's just a champion of the people. Everybody who meets him love him. And famously, back in the 90s, became known as the Shark for his the Shark during the Cowboys era, when the Cowboys held the hearts of nationwide viewers that actually watched NFL. The Cowboys was America's favorite team. Mm-hmm. And Kenny probably had a huge role in that era. What was it like during that time period playing for Cowboys?
Playing for the Cowboys with Jimmy Johnson, and thank God for him for taking a chance on a HBCU talent, and put it to work. And I was very vital in the defensive schemes. I blitzed, I played linebacker, I played cornerback, I played safety. I did some everything. I topped out at special teams, so I did everything on the field. So I like to just think I played my part and played it, and we came out successful.
So it's interesting. You were so dynamic, right? You played in so many different positions. What was your college position? What did you do in college? How was you recruited?
I hope I was recruited as a receiver, because I was a top receiver here in Polk County. And so when I got to Albany State, we sat up in the bleachers, and the coach, he'd call your name, and when you come down, offense was to the right and defense was to the left. So he called my name, I came down, I started going toward the right. He said, he just put his head down. He never looked at me. He just put his head down like that. And I said, Coach, I want to play receiver. And he said, get your bleep over there where I told you to get. I had never been cursed at. So that was a shocker. When I was at an all-black college, HBCU, and I got cursed at for the first time. It was shocking. So that's how I became a defensive back. But thank God, Coach knew what he wanted. He knew where I was going to excel at. I just had fun playing cornerback.
So you came out of high school as a receiver, but you played some defense too at high school, right?
I played both. I started at both.
Did you do I'm going to compare you to Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
Did you do offense and defense every game, play so many snaps each down?
I stayed on the field.
You stayed on the field all game?
Yeah.
You didn't come off the field? Special teams, offense, defense?
Everything.
So you took about 80% of the snaps in a single game.
Absolutely.
In high school. So as a high school athlete, you would define yourself more as a wide receiver / athlete than you would anything else.
Absolutely. I probably thought I was pretty good at receiver, because Lynn Swan was so I was Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and I have big hands, and so I played 7 years of running back in Little League for the Lakeland Gators, and got to high school. I wanted to play receiver because of Lynn Swan, and I excelled at it. And I could have played running back, but I just wanted to play receiver because of Lynn Swan. In the midst of all that, I'm playing around in practice. Now I find myself playing defensive back, kickoff returner, punt returner.
For the Kathleen Rednecks. Like,
Yeah, we got a lot of athletes come out of there.
Ray was a baby to you when you came up. But did you know Ray when y'all were coming up?
Yeah, I knew Ray. I didn't know him like I know him today, but I did. He used to walk by my house to go to practice when I was off in college. But when I came home, I used to see him walking down from where he lived at, up the street, across the railroad track.
So, but have you had any encounters or conversations with Ray in those early days when you was in high school?
I didn't. I didn't have. He was in Miami.
Mm.
I knew he was from Kathleen. I've seen him play at Kathleen, and he was a running back and a linebacker. And he went to Miami, UM, and it was just like, man, that's Ray. Then he get drafted to the Baltimore Ravens. The rest is history.
Ray Lewis was famous for being a wrestler as well as a football player. Did you do more than one sport, or football was it? I heard you was a 400 hurdles guy. I believe it.
300.
Oh, 300 hurdles.
330 hurdles. And I went to state.
You went to state, right?
Yeah, for 1 year track.
For 1 year. 1 year. Went to state.
Yeah.
Wow. Talk about athlete.
Yeah, and same as college.
What?
I ran my senior year in college and went to NCAA championship.
So you could, who knows? You home in on your track skills, and you could potentially
Olympics.
Yeah.
Easily. That's just how much I believed in me, and not only did I believe in myself, I wanted to. I know a lot of kids don't want to hear this, but I want to get away from it. My dad's grip. He was stern. He taught me how to work. Told me no. Then the next day he'll tell me no. So I couldn't go to the parties and stuff like a lot of my buddies. So I stayed grounded. So I thank God for that, because a 2-parent household usually, so you get a different type of love. And not saying that kids don't excel, but it's something you lack.
Yeah, he was a strong man.
Yeah.
Very strong man.
Yeah.
Known in the community as a strong father.
He was the man.
Yes, for sure.
And I said at his funeral,
Big Daddy.
he was Big Daddy, and I said he was, and somebody said it before, but I said it as nice as I could. He was a man's man.
Yeah.
He everything. It was heavy that you picked up. It was hard to break bolts off truck tires. It was hard picking oranges. So we didn't have a life of just having fun. But we had fun. That's the key thing. Looked like we was in the orange grove the whole time, but a lot of times you miss the times where he took us to Disney World. He took us up to see Lookout Mountain and up in Tennessee, walking through those caves up there. That stuff, I don't remember a lot of stuff, but some of the stuff I do remember, he was a good father.
Yeah. Yeah, what I can remember, Mr. Gant, it didn't take him long. Come on, Ash, let's go. He put me in that truck.
Oh, yeah.
I was at grandma's house. Me, him, and the Daryl.
Yeah.
Hey, we went for a ride. We was in the truck. Hey, we had to help him strap stuff down on the bed. That was what we did, hanging out with Big Daddy.
Then you went to work. That's what and at his funeral, man, it was so great to see. We didn't have to speak. That was the humbling part about it. The sons and the daughters, we didn't have to really get up and say nothing. We just enjoyed to hear what everybody else had to say about Dad.
Yeah.
And what everybody else said, it sounded like it was easy, but it was what he instilled in us. And that was real. That helped my grieving process.
Yeah.
So to say.
Yeah.
he was a good man.
Yeah. Yeah. You have had an unwavering belief system in yourself going through high school to college to the pros.
Yeah.
And you don't shy away from people.
No.
You embrace people. You genuinely love people.
Oh yeah, it's because it's my parent, man, and because we awakened in the middle of the night. Somebody broke down and we had a Caucasian couple with 4 kids break down the bottom of the hill, and we wake up 3-4 o'clock in the morning. He said, get out of the room, get your clothes. They're gonna be staying with us until we fix their car. And 2 or 3 months later, they still there. And so those kids became family to me. So, and here's a funny story. I know one of the kids' name was Frank. I don't know the rest of them, but he wanted to play with us. And so after we come out from playing, even though he was Caucasian, when we get through playing, he was blacker than us.
He was down.
He was muddy. He was muddy and dirty because we was treating just like family. And that's to this day, that has helped me communicate, be a relationship. And a lot of my friends are not NFL players, so to say. I talk to them, speak, but I build relationships. And some guys are just busy, moved away, but I find relationships within people. And Pastor told me, said in a message, he said, you need to stop building circles, start building a tribe. And a tribe will keep you held accountable. And so my mindset has changed a little.
So what do you call your tribe? Is it Shark Tribe or?
No, that's a within.
Shark Bites?
Yeah. It's just somebody that's accountable you can talk to when you have those vulnerable moments, and know that it's not gonna go out of this room. And that's what my tribe does for me.
That's real friends.
Yeah.
That lasted Mohican.
Yeah, I talked to you. I sent your dad a message the other night, and I just woke up and just sent him a message, and he didn't see it. So the next morning he said, "You talking real good this morning, man." No, I can hear him texting. Say, "You talking, man? You talking some good stuff to me this morning, man. You got me hyped." But it was just those moments. He's been one of those guys, and we don't talk every day, every week. But if I need him, and call it, he's gonna call me back.
Yeah,
and that's the best thing.
Yeah,
he's at the top of the track.
Y'all had some days. Y'all in Dallas, and we don't have to speak on that. But wait, just for the record, I know a lot of people don't have the privilege of being behind the scenes of what it's like to live the NFL life. They have an idea of what they think it is. Is there any story that you could tell that would give an inkling, maybe not a typical interview would get, as to what it was like playing ball in Dallas back in the day?
Oh, back in the day, that's an easy question. It seemed hard, but I used to watch, just playing with the Lakeland Gators, which I got to experience the culture difference of whites and black and Hispanic. So I was able to communicate there. So I hung out at a lot of what they call a white club. And So my experience was a lot bigger than if somebody just wanted to go deal with all blacks. That's fine. Let you do what you do. But I think my scope of life has made me bigger than what I think. So when you become a cowboy, said, and I watched the Beatles growing up. What you watching that for? Said, man, this is it. It's the music. And I'm a music man. So when we used to go out of town, the stuff I used to see on TV with the Beatles, that's who I thought we were when we got off the bus. Everybody was out there. It's like the game was already played and won when we got to the city.
Wow.
And we were just walking in. That just was a good feeling coming from Lakeland,
Yeah.
HBCU.
Yeah.
And now that just was amazing. And for me to be able to bring your father along and to experience some of that stuff, that's who I am. I want everybody that hadn't had an opportunity to have a situation like that to experience just a little bit. You can't be in the locker room, but you can experience the atmosphere.
Right.
It was a great feeling to see your dad and some of my other friends from Albany State come up and they just looking, man, this is real.
It was unreal.
But they was a part of it.
That Cowboys team to this day has a fan base to this day.
Yeah.
Is America's team because of the 3-4 years you played with the Cowboys.
And it's people all over the country, man. I've been there, Arizona. People have had wristbands and a picture of me giving them a wristband.
Wow.
And want me to sign it because they want to put it back in the frame. You talking about stuff, tear jerk.
Wow.
And
wow.
I've had a guy come up to me, said he had his little boy with him, and he said, I want you to sign my picture for me. And so I'm looking at the picture. I said, oh, what's his name? He said his name. They had the same name. I said, man, this picture look old. He said, yeah, that's me. That's his dad. I thought that was his son. So he had a picture his dad took of me with him.
Wow.
He brought it to a signing, man. You talking about tearjerker. I still have those moments. I've had older ladies, man. I don't know these ladies they in wheelchairs. They said, you was my favorite. They got pictures of me when they took way back in the 90s. It's just crazy, man. I can tell you this, they keep me in the moment. It helps me mentally as well.
Speaking of mentally, you played football when football was football.
Yeah.
It wasn't all this concussion protocol and tackling horse collar flags. And you played when you hit, it was going down.
Yeah.
And you was actually I watched you play, and I was young, but I was old enough to understand that it was some serious smacking going on that field.
Hey.
You ran downfield relentlessly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you was looking for a problem, but you happened to find them.
The reason the shark came out, because it just came out. One of the other players was doing it. He at Texas A&M, Kevin Smith, and we used to do it in practice when we'd be on the scout team, scouting for the first team offense, and we'd say those sharks coming out today. We all walking around, and just so happened I was in a game. I was tuned up that day. And I was trying to make some things happen. See, one thing about me, you hear me talking now, but some people say you can't turn it on and turn it off. I can.
Yeah, because I seen the other side.
And when I got between the white lines, and I'm gonna tell you now, it turned up a notch when somebody come on the field and tell me, "Hey, we're gonna break your fin off today. You ain't gonna do that shark stuff today." And I say, and pushing me in the back, and God knows what happens under the pile.
But y'all was in it.
So I'm getting pulled, a good swing. And if you want to see me really crank up, let that, because I don't really talk trash, but when you talk, now you got to back up what you talk.
Right.
Now you don't crunk me up. I'm just doing everything. Everything you ask for it, yeah, you gonna get it.
Yeah, y'all gonna get it.
Yeah.
Man, I don't even know if you was trying to hit the dude with the ball. You was down there skin jokers, boy. Knocking lights out.
Oh yeah, it was. To be honest with you, which I have been. To be honest with you, people say we had a good football team, and I said we had Jimmy Johnson. We had a scared football team. People were scared to lose their job, so you'll hit the coaches. You go over there and slap the opponent's team of coaches and everything, and stay on the team, because Jimmy would cut you quicker than. And Michael Irvin, some guys played with him in Miami, said, Jimmy like it. I said, I don't believe that. He said, yeah, he like it because he doing the shark. He don't let people do stuff. And that was a big shock. I still didn't believe it, though. I ain't act like I was one of his boys. I just did what I just played and made plays. And
that's the key, you made plays.
You got to stay making plays.
Speaking of Michael Irvin, you played with Michael Irvin.
Yeah.
Emmett Smith. Yeah. Prime time.
No, I ain't played with
him. Oh, you didn't play with Prime time?
I missed Prime.
Oh, okay. He came after you.
Yeah. As soon as I came to Tampa, he went to Dallas.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
But y'all got 2 Super Bowls in Dallas.
And then they got another one.
Who was your and while you was in Tampa?
Yeah.
So did y'all play Dallas in Tampa, or did y'all go to Tampa to play Dallas to play?
I never played against
Dallas. Oh, y'all didn't play. Oh, you would have had a time out there.
Man, I would have had a great time. But I think the year after I retired, they played Dallas.
Wow.
It was crazy.
Bad timing.
And I was hoping for 3 years that they get on our schedule, because I wanted to go back to Dallas and show them what they missed. And leg sweep, Barry Switzer, because he didn't want me back. So I was going to get 1 or 2 of them coaches on the sideline.
While you was gunning?
Yeah,
on special teams.
Push me to the side. I know how the barrel roll up by 3 coaches.
Oh, my bad, coach. Oh, man. Yeah. Who's your favorite Cowboy?
Oh, boy.
You can't say yourself. Other than yourself, who's your favorite Cowboy?
Of our era?
Your favorite Cowboy of all time? Top 3. I'm going to make it a little easy for you.
That's a good question. Oh, well, I can't. It ain't 3. I can tell you who I hang out with, who was in the trip.
Okay.
Tony Tolbert.
Okay.
Played defensive tackle. And another guy, he played 15 years in Jim Jeffcoat.
Okay.
And we talk almost every other day or so. I talked to one of them 2 guys. And believe it, no, I say it's tough. Tony Dorsett.
Tony,
he's funny. If you meet him, man, this dude is funny.
Tony broke some records.
Yeah, he broke a lot of records. First one to do a 99-yard run, and
smooth with it.
He was smooth as cake.
Was he smooth like that off the field?
Yeah, he'll trip.
What's Tony's on the field versus off the field persona?
He's a trip. He's funny. to me.
Yeah.
And see, it's a toss-up between him and Ed, Too Tall Jones. Ed, I've hung out with Ed more than I did Tony. Ed is cool once you get him talking. He looks mean, but he's not. And you get Ed, Too Tall Jones talking, and he's gonna tell you all his stories. He just like a little mockingbird just sitting there listening.
He talking.
He gonna talk. He gone. You get him going, get him a good cigar, he go.
He go. Are all those guys in Dallas right now?
Yeah.
They're in Texas?
Absolutely.
Okay. So I'm going to be selfish. I became acutely aware of football when you came to Tampa.
Oh, yeah.
It was 97?
Yeah.
See, I was 7 years.
I came in 95.
95?
Yeah.
Okay. So you left in 97?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was 5. I was able to understand a little bit more what's going on.
Yeah.
Because I was blowing my ice cone in the stands at the Sombrero Stadium. I think your sister, somebody was clowning me about trying to cool my ice cone off while I was out there watching you play. And so why are you blowing? Is he slow? It was, I don't know. What's hotter? I need to blow something.
It was hot out there.
But, because it's the old Sombrero. This before they had the covering, the building. You was exposed. You was all UV.
Oh, you got your vitamin D. I tell you that.
And so I just remember sitting up there, man, watching you line up 20 yards behind the kickoff. And you get those hands, you start waving them hands.
Yeah.
Come over to the other side. Yeah, they go back. Jab. Oh, man, it was crazy.
Yeah, it was. And that was so, that's what Dallas, they responded like that. And we was winning.
Being on the field and comparing Tampa
to Dallas.
To Dallas.
And it was a little hard to pump Dallas. No, it was hard to pump Tampa because they had been beat up so much.
They hadn't had that culture yet.
And when we came, and Alvin Harper came here too, I was butting people up in practice. Coaches was telling me, they can't do that. I'm like, hey, what?
It's football.
No wonder we lose. Man, that's what we did, man.
That was Dungy?
No,
that wasn't Dungy.
That was Sam White's.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and they was like, no, don't. You're trying to put a play in. I said, well, you think they're not going to stop the play? I'm here to stop the play. Man, they got the guy catch the ball. I'm like, if I let him catch it, y'all gonna cut me. So I ain't letting him catch it. You better put somebody else out here because if they catch it, I ain't letting them catch it. Nah. And they hated that. But we had to bring a culture. And I don't know if they was trying to bring a coach in by bringing us. That's the way we practice in Dallas.
It's dog eat dog. Best man win.
Hey, man, you get cut. That's the only thing I knew. If somebody make more plays than me on the scout team, they get rid of me. I ain't getting falling the banana in the tailpipe trick. It was weird, man. It was weird.
Yeah.
It's the next year, Dungy came in.
Was Lynch there at this point?
Yeah.
Lynch was already there?
Oh, yeah, he was already there.
Now, was Lynch letting people catch the ball?
See, he was a banker because when we had to do drills just with the DBs, everybody scattered and get their partner.
Yeah.
And he left with me.
Oh, Lynch left with you?
Then he buttoned me up.
I said, hey, man, two buttons. That was a whole lot of banging going on.
Hold on over there. It was crazy, man. He practiced like he played.
He practiced like he played.
Derek Brooks didn't play the radio.
That's one of my favorite linebackers.
And Warren Sapp didn't play the radio. You can go down. If you see them stop, they practice because they played in Miami.
Yeah, that culture.
Derek played at He had,
Florida State.
Yeah, Florida State. It was
Him
a
and
culture,
Ward.
man. Yeah.
Was Ward there at this point?
No, Ward.
He came a little.
No, he came to Dallas first. We drafted.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Ward played it.
Yeah, I played 1 year with him.
Wow.
And he's doing remarkable work.
And in the community, yeah. Right now.
45 houses away.
So it's just single family mom.
Mothers, yeah.
His story is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
His story is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
He was one of my favorite. Him and Mike Allstott. Mike Allstott is such a great human.
Yes, he was a man. I don't met him. Man, I could go on and on about Mike as a person and as a teammate. Didn't say much on the field, but he said a lot.
Right. He sure said a lot. A whole lot of bodies. Bodies got caught.
But he's a good man.
Yeah. Yeah.
What else he got?
So if you compared, you played with Dungy, right?
Yeah.
The last 2 years you were there, but you ran into some injuries at that point.
Injuries, my knees are scoped, my shoulders was going out.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It was, and then I knew I was by that my end. Sat on the side of the bed one day, get ready to go to practice. Couldn't get it.
Do you think you would have had a longer career in this era of the NFL versus back then?
Absolutely.
So you think it's the way you played the game back then? It had a lot to do with it.
I had a whole.
Yeah.
Even our practices. We got away with some stuff. Some people we could hit. We couldn't hit Emmett. We couldn't hit Troy. Couldn't hit Mike. But Mike welcomed it. We didn't buff him up to take him down, but we give him a butt. We couldn't butt Emmett. We couldn't Troy.
Troy 8.
So it was, then we get here. You want to butt everybody because there ain't nobody. So we want to jump on the running backs.
Yeah.
But Eric Ritt, when I first got here, he was just bulldogging people. He come up, I guess Florida had the same, University of Florida, because he was dogging people. He would get it running and try to headbutt.
Yeah.
I loved it. But I said, but it was different for a starting running back to act like that.
You used to somebody
but
a little bit more on the.
I thought he'd take his time, but he was welcoming it. So we hit him. But he give it everything he got. Then he had a contract year coming up. He was talking in the media, get people, man, talking to the media, tell people, ain't got me no contract yet. He was in a contract year, but he got his money. That was a fool.
Yeah.
He was funny.
Oh, man. You see those guys recently, like you hang out with the guys in Dallas?
Derek and Jeff Gooch.
Gooch, I remember Gooch.
Yeah,
I got some cleats from Gooch from you.
Yeah.
Big old cleats. Them things was huge.
Yeah. Jeff Gooch and Culpepper and Sapp.
Okay.
So I still...
Y'all, you go... Sapp went fishing.
I ain't been fishing with him yet. When he came to Dallas, and he called me. He said, Ruben. They used to call me Ruben for some reason. And somebody gave me that name. So he said, Ruben, I'm in town. Get me on a golf course. That's how Sapp talk.
Yeah.
He don't... What time? He don't want a time. He just said, get me on a golf course. I'm like, what golf course? Just make it happen. All right, so I called a golf course and they got him out there, man. He loved it.
Yeah.
And just to get back to the plane, man, I appreciate it. Look me up. And those people I could talk to. And we was on the Buccaneers had the other day we had a 10 to 12 players on like a chat line.
Yeah.
Man, we was telling some stories on there. I was at the houses tripping. We breaking up old stuff that happened in the locker room and stuff.
Speaking of locker room, I want to stay right there. Rookie hazing.
Oh yeah.
Did you experience that? Were you on both ends of that?
I never. They didn't do it in Albany.
Yeah.
The Cowboys, I didn't get done because I had a few good practices.
Yeah.
And Nate Newton and Isaac Hope saved because Nate went to FAM. Isaac Hope was a cornerback, and he went to Alcorn.
Oh, HBCU.
So they said, nah, come on over here, Rook. You with me. That's my homeboy. That's what Nate was saying.
What did you see? What did the other guy go through?
Man, they had to sing while we eat.
They said,
She
was saying what?
Just saying. They normally sing they fight song.
Oh, okay.
Let me just. I'm glad they did because I didn't know my. But it was. I only know Kathleen
For high school.
Yeah. and I got saved.
Yeah.
So I never sang, but I had to buy. I got caught up in the meal. Like in the morning, if you don't get breakfast, text message. We had to text beep.
Yeah. Oh, you had beepers back then. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
So when they called, God, I wait, and we got to bring breakfast for the whole defensive back meet, and that was crazy. It was making much money. Y'all making.
Y'all got all the money. Y'all want me.
I got to go get 12, 14 sandwiches, man.
What was a rookie contract like back then?
Back then, I got like a $20,000 bonus, and the contract was like $225, $250. Then it went to $3. Then it signed an extension. It was like $330, and it went up to. Then signed with Tampa. 5th year. $2 million, however you sign it. When you mix it up, they gave me enough of it, some of it in a bonus. Then salaries were like $600. But
so starting out like 150, 200 as a rookie.
220.
And this is 90. Oh, I wasn't even born. I was born. I wasn't. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
Me and Destiny.
Oh, yeah. Destiny, yeah. Destiny was born in 92.
That's right. She is younger than me.
Yeah, she's a little younger.
She behind me a couple of years.
But the humbling, I want to tell the people out there is that money sounds good, but it doesn't. It's not good when you have people. A lot of my family was just making it. And if you got a big heart, you still gotta be smart with your money. I got a big heart.
You get a lot. You gave a lot.
You're gonna have to shrink that heart. And I'm just teaching the ones that's coming after me, just be smart with your money.
Yeah. Reinvest.
I wish we knew what you know now.
Real estate. Real estate. That's
the only
saving.
thing real.
That's it.
And I would have definitely dumped
A lot more money
Yeah.
in developing real
Just,
estate.
I said, Daryl, you work it. DJ, work it. Just let me go. But and he was little, but it was like, I don't know what to do. So then I didn't trust agent at the time because every time I call,
How does the agent athlete relationship? I think that's an untalked about conversation. What is an agent athlete relationship like?
I was at the Super Bowl last year. No, 2 years ago, I think, when they played in LA. I was at a party. A guy came up to me. He's big. I'm about 300. I said, man, who do you play for? He said, play for nobody. I'm getting into the agent business. And he said, what would you do? What would you like for me to do as your agent? I said, man, that's a good question. I said, nobody never asked me that. I want you to be, I don't know you, but I want you to be the best agent you can be. I said, first of all, don't just go looking for clients. Just to have a client. When you look for clients, always you got to know that they're going to become your family. And that's what I didn't have, family, with my agent. Because when stuff got hard, money was leaving, I don't know where it was going, a divorce, he called him, just need to talk to what I need to do. He wasn't nowhere. And that's what I can't stand.
But
if somebody say, I called my agent, he ain't called me back.
That's a common thing. So as athletes, this is a common conversation about agents.
Absolutely.
I don't think the rest of the world knows that.
I told that kid, if you're going to be there for somebody, you be there for them in the good and the bad.
What does make a good agent? Knowing your wisdom.
Just communication. Communication, and don't take my money. You taking my money, so that's an investment to you. What do I get back from you?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Because I could have did what's the name did? Lamar Jackson.
Family represent yourself.
What you just did, only thing you did was look at the the person that signed, well, the special team guy in Buffalo. He made this, so we're going to try to get close to him. That's all they do.
Comps.
But, yeah.
It's just like real estate. Comparables.
It's set up to compare, then you move. But then when I called you, you ain't answer.
Oh.
Or if I needed something.
I know some real estate agents that don't answer the phone to you.
You ain't answer, man.
So sports agents is terrible.
When I needed help, you didn't answer.
So agency now is so wide open with NIL, high school, NIL, college. And now these agents see an opportunity to grab these kids younger, lock them into contracts throughout the perpetuity of their professional career.
It don't make sense. It don't make sense.
And imagine an agent coming to 10th Street.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And say, hey, let me give you $500,000, young man. And I just want 33 1/3 of your contract for the rest of your life.
And I ain't going to call you now.
It ain't going to call you.
So don't call me back. Don't keep calling me. That's how it was for me. And I just, and I didn't know nothing about the agent.
How'd you get that agent?
He had a partner. And they partnered. Then when I signed with him, they split.
Who was the partner?
Huh?
Who was the partner?
I don't want to put it.
Oh, okay.
But if I tell people, I tell them.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Yeah. We'll let it go.
Yeah.
We gonna let it go. So you signed with a partner, and the partner put you on this other guy. And it's because you signed with this first partner, you
Yeah.
had to by default, de facto.
Yeah.
And this is when you
Yeah.
was in Dallas too, by
But
the
I
way.
worked with both of them when they first signed me.
Yeah.
Then they split. And how
What-
did I get you?
Were they attorneys?
No,
What kind of background did they have?
I don't know. That's something.
Smooth talking.
Yeah, they was
fast
consistent.
talking.
They was consistent.
Yeah.
I want you to be the same way when I'm in a bad situation. Just like you was when you was trying to get me.
When you're trying to get me.
It's like dating a girl or
Yeah.
want to marry a girl.
They got the contract and it disappeared.
Don't marry me, and then now you don't want to communicate.
So now you're talking about these agents nurturing these relationships from a 12-year-old child.
Yeah.
That signs them from the social media.
Yeah.
Like you got, what's the fast guy named Blaze from Tampa?
Oh, yeah. No, you don't.
Baby Gronk.
Yeah. It's challenging.
Mm.
So I told that kid, just be there for me.
How do you what do you tell a player, an athlete,
Mhm.
that might just happen to be hearing this and was inspired by you in the NIL world today that we live in, that's completely different from when you was in school playing ball and in the league? What would you tell them about agency? What advice would you give them about agents if you had to do it all over?
If I had to do it all over, take my time. I didn't know. First of all, I didn't know I was going to get drafted. I thought I was going to be probably a free agent. I got drafted.
6th round?
9th.
Nice.
And then I'm sitting there, what's supposed to do? I'm calling home. I got a roll of quarters. Back then, trying to call home, Mama, what up? Agent keep calling me, blah, blah. Give me a card. And he keeps calling you. Call you next. He call you. You're not going to be able to maneuver those contracts because they're going to, I didn't know. But you call and call. But getting back to these young, I don't know how. I just hope they got some parents that can just do something with their money, invest it, and make sure you take time with the investments too. Don't just jump into anything. I think we've seen some stuff came around. I'm thinking about a thing came around. Why my agent didn't know about it? But now, guess what? The dude that owned this restaurant was in our locker room in 92. But agent, they came in there and gave a little presentation. If you want to invest, you can invest. Guess who that is? You ever heard of the place, the Main Event?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that thing it's the main event now.
Why my agent didn't tell me? I think agents should have something set up where they can
Present opportunities.
They
should have a pipeline of
take your
investment.
money. Yeah.
So do you just have an agent or do you also have a financial planner?
Nah, him.
Oh, man. So
That's
the
what I'm
agent
saying.
end up acting also as a financial arm, a financial planner, advisor, as well as a person that's negotiating on your behalf of contracts.
And what I learned after playing, all he did is compare it to somebody else.
Yeah.
And $2,000, maybe $5,000 more than it.
So what's keeping me from being an agent?
Nothing.
It's got to be a better agent than most agents sound like.
Yes, because I
Literally.
know you communicate.
Right.
And I know you just dedicated to what you do because you set up a studio in your house. I don't know. It is this you have to communicate with because I didn't know nothing. Oh, I don't hate to sound like a dumb football player, but sometimes we just need help. I was a good player, but
you were what, 20?
23.
Okay. I've been in real estate for 10, 11, few years, quite a few years now. And it took me a while to get comfortable
Yeah.
with just the typical real estate purchase agreement. And now I've graduated into understanding legalese and reading contracts because that's what I do every day.
Yeah.
And I've done it for years.
Yeah.
But I didn't start out like that.
That's what I'm saying.
And I can see how that can be overwhelming for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Just signing on the dotted line, just wondering what are the legal ramifications of this. You always wonder, am I getting screwed in the back of your mind? And I feel like that's what goes through anybody's head when they're signing a piece of paper.
I've had teammates lose millions of dollars. They don't know where their money went. And it's crazy, man. I wish I had the opportunity to do what Lamar Jackson
did. I think he set the mold for the next generation. If you want to know how to get it done, he showed you, he gave an example of one way to do it, skin the cat in an efficient way. I think we're going to see a lot of off-the-wall, unconventional agency as years and time evolve. I think we're going to start seeing more closer to home, closer to the chest relationships, and not your traditional sports agency striking up bigger contracts. I think you're going to start seeing more around the way people representing these deals, because I think the way the information age moves, the more informed we become, the more we understand that you want those people that are closer to you, that have those deeper connections and those deep relationships.
That part.
They have your interests, truly have your interests.
Absolutely.
Now, don't get me wrong. I feel as an agent, you should have relationships in place that should give your athlete a better chance at more money somehow.
It's just like the church, man. If anybody goes to church, any church, I don't know what church you go to, but you should have a system in place where what's going to make me stay here? It's your assistant pastors or executive pastors communicating with the people all the time. You got to have somebody to set up, communicate. Hey, man, how you doing? How you doing, man? What's up? And I'm not in that role, but I love talking to people. And I've talked to some people at church, say, man, and I don't say, hey, man, let me take you to breakfast. Let's go. Got a spot. I take them to where we used to go. I ain't never been over here, but they gonna fire just to stay. Somebody communicated just to, you the one that played football? Said, man, you don't even act like it, man. You ain't never tell nobody at church. That's not what I'm there for.
You ain't trying to be some.
I just want you to.
They don't know that. You've never been that.
I just want you to come in and get what you need for your spirit so you can grow as a man. And I didn't treat, that goes back to, I didn't get hazed, couldn't hate. So I just walk away.
But you seen it, though.
I seen some guy get taped to the goalpost. Yes, I did.
Please, who got taped to the goalpost? This is at Dallas or this is in Tampa?
Tampa, Dallas.
Oh,
and so
man.
many players got taped to the
Oh, man.
It's crazy.
What kind of tape? Duct tape?
Man, that tape.
It goes with you?
Yeah.
That take a long time. So you had to sit and just wait on them to get around you?
Wait till the rookies. No, they grab it. Then they start taping. And then you just stuck there.
You just got to take it.
Until your fellow rookies come back out there and cut you out.
Oh, my God. Are they at this point, this is at the end of practice, right?
Yeah.
And so they in like shorts and a shirt, or they in pads or whatever.
They're gonna get it.
I've never seen a picture of a rookie taped to the goalpost in practice. What?
I couldn't even watch it because you want to sit there and say, man, stop, man, come on. But you couldn't, because that's what rookies go through.
And it's still to this day.
Yeah, they still go through it. It's real.
Oh my God, man. So I've witnessed the age of football change.
Yeah.
And you played in the era in high school where you was able to play both sides of the football. And you played with Deion Sanders and Warren Sapp. How you feel about Warren Sapp going to coach with Deion?
Love it. I think it shows he's matured. We all matured over time. Who don't want to Hall of Fame coach?
Exactly. My argument is, who wouldn't want to play for two gold jacket guys?
Right. Sapp has been through stuff. Who hasn't?
Correct.
And you've been through stuff, you just ain't got caught. Give him a chance. I've been at games now. Mike Vick was coaching. And he was boycotting. I said, when is enough is enough?
Come on, man.
When is enough? There we go. We don't want to go there. So when is enough is enough?
Y'all let Mike Vick be great. He served his time. He did his time. I'm gonna let y'all have it. But on the Sapp and Deion thing, when I seen Sapp at the game, I told my wife, I said, he gonna end up, him and Michael Irvin. I thought Michael Irvin was, I said, he'll end up coaching with Deion. Watch what I tell you. And sure enough, Sapp ended up coming aboard. I didn't see anything about Michael Irvin coming aboard yet. But what Deion is doing with that program is getting a lot of eyeballs on that program.
Absolutely.
And I don't think it's a failure. Everybody want to call his first year a failure, but he took a 1-11 football program and turned it into almost a 500 program. Yeah. That's, to me, successful, right? And for him to take the talent from an HBCU and bring it into that Power 5 conference tells another story as well that gets washed away. But I don't like to shy away from that because I feel like Deion likes to shed the light on that as well.
Absolutely.
With you coming from an HBCU.
Yeah, I love it.
How did you adjust from Jackson State Deion to the Colorado Deion?
Oh, it's just a bigger stage. He's going to talk the way he talked. He's going to talk confident. He is. He's a confident man. I hope he let me on his property down in Canton to go fishing since he ain't there.
All right, prime time. You heard that? You better get the shark out there.
But I've seen him. I met him way back. Can't remember it vaguely, but he's been the same person that when he was in college. I ain't seen him in high school. I seen him. He just talked. But he's not talk, but he's talking, but he's gonna back it up. He's just not talking. And I hear him talking. You talking right here. So he's talking
around the corner.
He's talking way ahead of you right now. And you trying to figure out what he's saying, but you got to listen. He's confident in most of his players. And that's what he's trying to instill to them. Travis Hunter is one of those players. But I don't know.
With you playing 80% of snaps in high school, and then Justin playing one side of the ball / special teams and pros, scouts are saying Travis Hunter needs to focus on being a wide receiver. And what I would argue is the most coveted position in the game of football is cornerback today. How do you feel about mitigating Travis Hunter to just receiver at the next level? Or do you think, and arguably my point is not exactly the same. I would say like Lamar Jackson was told he should just play quarterback, but he was being told he should play either running back or receiver. Right. I'm saying Travis Hunter should probably play both sides of the ball to a degree, like Primetime did. What do you take on scouts saying, Travis Hunter, you should just focus on playing wide receiver at the next level?
No, because he's done it. I know one thing. Coaches know what you. My coach, bless him, he died last year.
Hold your thought. I gotta buy a new camera. This one. 15, 20 minutes. But I got the wide angle, so that's the beautiful thing about it. All right.
Yeah.
So what you were saying about Travis Hunter?
The thing about it, he has to focus on something. I don't know if they're gonna play him 60-40, 70-30. But
Remember that 50-50 love?
yeah, but he's gonna have to because take it. That's Deion Lee to go coach and coach him. He's not gonna do it. Some coach might be crazy enough to play him at receiver, like they took a chance on him, Deion, with Dallas. But I wanted to play receiver. But the coach said, he's playing defensive back. I started 4 years in college at corner. Made me better defensive back.
Because you can think like a wide receiver.
I can see their feet. I know how they put their hands.
Body angles.
angle,
Lifting that chest.
everything. I think it was an advantage for me. It was an advantage for Sherman.
He definitely was, Richard Sherman.
Yeah,
but he was a soft cover guy.
Yeah.
He was more of a quarterback. He recognized he was good at reading through the receiver.
He went to Stanford as a receiver. I still think it.
I feel like if Travis has to do a position, go get that bag. Go play cornerback. They're going to pay you better as a cornerback than they are going to pay you as a receiver.
Yeah.
However, I feel like there's a narrative to push a high-scoring league, and call me conspiratorial. That could be a conspiracy, but I feel like the future of the NFL is to put points on the scoreboard, and the rules and everything change to fit that agenda.
Absolutely.
And this could be a subtle way to add to that narrative, or just me being overly excessive of the situation. But
no, I see it being that the way they pay players, and because it seemed like, I think it's unfair to me, and I didn't play running back, that you trying to tell me that
you got 5 years and you done.
You give me a certain amount of years, and then
That's
you
it.
say I'm washed. We got to start.
And what's his name proves you wrong on that from Orlando. His son getting ready to go to the league now. He just retired. Good God almighty. Played for everybody. Played for the Colts, the 49ers, running back. Gore.
Oh, yeah.
Gore showed you. He showed you.
He can do it.
Yeah.
Eddie George played about 12. Adrian Peters is still trying to play. But it can work.
Yeah.
And I think I still advocate for the running back. I still think they get hit every down, so don't diminish them. How you gonna pay me less?
Because
getting them more hits.
Because I'm getting hit the hardest.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It's like an insurance actuaries. They don't really care. They're just looking at the data and saying, ooh, the data says I get a short shelf life. So you know what? I'm not going to pay him for that.
Put that.
And pay the athlete.
Pay that athlete. Because it's going to.
What is a pass game without a run game? Has a team put it? Tom Brady came along.
Not involved. But he always had a good running back.
Yeah. A catching running back too.
Yeah.
That can catch it.
And that was his dump off. And he mastered it.
Have you met Tom Brady? What's your impression of Tom Brady?
I would have loved to play against.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't play against Tom? He was too young.
See, I was already
Wow.
I would love to hit him. I don't like quarterbacks get all in people's face talking.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's good for your team. I didn't see quarterbacks do that. They may go to the sideline pumping their fist, but he getting all up at D-line's face and linebacker's face. And
You real bold right now. You protected by that QB position.
Right. That's what I'm
They
saying.
protected your covering. They got a special covering on you right now, my boy. You wait, I catch you between that whistle.
But see, I've been every time. If you running down the field, I just go.
You couldn't play in this league.
No, I really
You would have got so much. You would have been fine. You'd have found yourself out the game. They would have had a negative check for you.
That's the one thing I ain't seen many quarterbacks do what he did talking to people.
Yeah.
As soon as you talk back in his face, they go flag go up. But
that was part, honestly.
That's where football.
This is not a conspiracy. That was a part of the protecting the franchise brand.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all can't argue with me on this. That's a fact.
Yeah.
They were, Tom Brady had 4 Super Bowls in, and they said, this is the faces of the NFL franchise brand.
Yeah.
And we all seen it 100 times over. Tom Brady going crazy, going off on somebody else.
Yep.
They push Tom Brady. Up goes a flag. No. It's like the LeBron James effect.
Oh, I see.
No, you touch him, it's over.
It's over.
So what's the big project now? What are you doing now? You transition into, I see you got a cigar line going.
Yeah, I got my own Shark Bite cigars. My number one is a box press barber pole. And it's got the
you got to put it in front of the camera, right there in front of.
It's got my picture on it. It's a light cigar. If you like medium, that's a 60 gauge, 56, 58 gauge. It's got it's called a Shark Bite, and man, and that is coming out soon. I'm just getting ready. I'm doing some packaging on it. Working with a guy to do that, and I'm working on a mobile trailer as well, which accommodate my Shark 29 charities.
Shark 29 charities.
So if you want to donate or just check us out and see what we do. How
can the people find you?
Shark29charities.org.
Shark29charities.org.
And we had my 4th year golf tournament, which house protect women and children of domestic violence.
Wow.
And men too, because only taught 3 or 4 men that's been physically or mentally
abused.
Or a woman abused them. But it happened.
Yeah.
I get more women and children, which I lost a sister to it 4 times. Street from the U.S. But life happens. I get to meet people. I met a guy yesterday. And I went to a cigar lounge to show my cigar. There was a guy sitting there, and I looked at him, and he's looking at me. He asked me what I do. I told him about the Shark 29 charities. And he just blanked. This crazy look on his face. So I knew he had been through something similar. Said, looked over at him. I said, man, you got broke.
Wow.
And
wow.
He just told me his daughter. He just buried his daughter in February. Let me see, December. Just
How'd you know to say that?
Huh?
How'd you know to say that?
I was feeling it. So when I started talking about the domestic violence, he just quiet, this crazy look on his face. I didn't know he had lost, but I knew he knew somebody close that he lost. Just wanted to speak what God had to say. It wasn't me, just discern, and God gave me the words to say it. We exchanged numbers, and he want to come out and speak about it.
That's awesome.
He think it's gonna help.
So when is your next event?
I don't know. It'll be next year.
Next year?
Yeah, next year from Shark 20. But we working on something. It's a night out with the Shark at the Cowboys golf course. They got a patio, and you can sit out there and smoke cigars and chill out. Just come mingle. Maybe have some auction stuff that'll go toward the charity.
Charities. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. Man, God Dad, Shark, Kenny Gant. Man, this has been awesome.
Man, I love talking. You're very intelligent. Asking your questions. And I like just going off the rip. And, because I want you to be authentic with your questions so I can give you an authentic answer.
Speaking of authentic, can you show the people that ring real quick? Let them see. I don't think they can see. That's the real deal, y'all. He got two of them, no?
I got two, yeah.
All right, y'all come out, meet the Shark. Shark 29, follow the charities website.org. Man, support it, man. Support the movement.
Oh, yeah.
It's been real.
Yes, sir.
Y'all be tuned in to, I don't even know what kind of podcast we're going to call it. This at this point, this is all about.
Oh, yeah.
Kenny Gant.
You got to get a good name for it, man. So
thank you guys for watching.
Thank you. It's good work, man. Good work.